Hello, this video is about expanding brackets, sort of the reverse of factorising, and you do this a lot in GCSE maths, so it's a really important topic and really good to be familiar with this process. So we're just going to look at these top two for a minute. You will have seen probably or been taught this process called FOIL. That's a way of, a sort of checklist of doing this, which FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. So that means we're going to multiply the first terms, x times x, then the outer terms, x times 7, inner terms, 6 times x, and then last terms, 6 times 7. And you'll end up with x squared, that's the f, the first, then 7x, that's the outside, then 6x, that's the inside, and then 42, that's the last term. Well, I like to kind of shortcut this, especially when I see a lot of these and I want to kind of get familiar with it. And so my kind of shortcut is to look at the numbers a little bit and go straight to the answer. Well, x times x is easy, so you're going to get x squared. And the last bit is going to be the product of the two numbers, 6 times 7, and that's 42, fine. And then the inner bit, well, if you add these together, you're going to get 13x. Well, you can jump straight to that. If you sort of look at these two numbers and you add them, 6 and 7 is 13, so you're going to get 13x. Now, knowing it in that way, it's very useful when you're trying to do it in reverse and trying to do the factorising, to start thinking about, well, to factorise this into brackets, I want two numbers that add to make 13 and multiply to make 42. So it's that same process in reverse. Now, if we try it in this example, jumping straight to the answer, well, you're going to get the x squared. Then the middle term is going to be the sum of these two numbers. So minus 8 and plus 1, minus 8 and plus 1 makes minus 7. So we're going to get minus 7x. I don't know why I put a cross through my 7, I never do that. Anyway, and then you're going to get minus 8 times 1, that's the product of these last numbers. So minus 8 is your product that gives you that number. So it's just a bit quicker to do it, and if you are thinking in those terms, I think it makes it much easier to do it in reverse. We'll do another video where we come on to some of these special cases, but that's the really important essentials. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.